Hello, hello, I'm Chris, and welcome back to more Satisfactory. So last time off camera, I made a second coal plant to give us a little more power. So now what's our power at? We look at our grid, we're up to 1200 megawatts. So that'll be a nice boost in our available power. So we won't have to upgrade that probably until we get oil unlocked, but I'm not sure about that exactly. For now, I do want to add a couple things to this list. I want to add advanced steel processing and improved melee combat. So that's what I'm going to try and do today. Do I have miners? I know I need miners. I do have miners. Perfect. Gonna grab some supplies, and I will meet you down there. Alrighty, so we're back here at our original power plant, and then next to it, I tried to make this one look a little better. So we got a second plant going, same amount, so it just doubled our power. I upped these miners, overclocked to 120 each. But our steel location is right around the corner, right here. Because we have 2 coal nodes, and then up here we have an iron node. So, easy steel. So I think I'm gonna conveyor that down into this little valley and set up our steel there, instead of bringing everything up here. I also wanted to ask a question regarding this series. So I'm not sure what everyone prefers. If you prefer like going through watching me go through all the steps and getting like a play-by-play, or if you prefer like not seeing repeats of stuff that I've done before. I try not to like repeat myself too much, but I feel like it's a good idea to show anything that might have like hasn't been done yet. Like, for example, with the coal, I didn't feel like the setting up a second coal plant was super interesting, because it's something I've shown how to do before. But I mean, if you want to see that stuff, let me know and I'll keep it in. I try to cut out the fluff though, and just, you know, show the important things. But if you guys want the fluff, I will happily keep the fluff, because that means less editing on my part. So let's see, for this, anyway, for this steel, that's what we're making, steel plant, yeah. We need 3 foundries. And a foundry has 2 inputs. It takes up a little more than 1 foundation. So I'm just going to center that, I suppose. And that one is, of course, not going to center, because that would be too easy. You know, let's center them in the middle. That'll make things a lot easier. So I'll center that one, and then these 2 will just take up almost the whole foundation. Okay. So we have 2 inputs. If we set it to steel, 1 has to be iron ore, and 1 has to be coal, and it's even numbers. 45 per minute of each, and then they output 45 coal. So with that in mind, steel beams take 60 per minute, and then steel pipes take 30 per minute. So that is exactly our output here, if we have 2 pipe makers and 1 beam maker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge all of these. I'm going to split this middle one. Then a merger on either of these other sides. This one's going to go out there. Okay. So I need 15 and 45 out of one of them. So I'm going to split this 3 ways. 2 of those are just going to get merged right back into each other. because splitters always split evenly. So it'll take... We have 45 coming in. That splits it into 15, 15, and 15. The 15 merges with another 45, and that'll give us 60. And then these two will merge back together with another 45. And that'll give us 90. So that 90 I'm going to use with 2 constructors. And then this will just be 1 constructor. So let me set this guy up first. I think that's in line, yep. That one's easy peasy. So that'll be our beams. And then over here we need 2 more. But I need a splitter. And I need it where it's not going to get in the way. Perfect. So now get that guy close. Line him up. And this one actually needs to be Mark II. That should be our steel just about good to go. I am, however, going to expand this out a little bit. Because I don't remember if it was the last episode or the one before that, but we recently unlocked smart splitters. So these are producing 20 per minute. Yeah. So I want to merge those. If I can find a merger. Yep. Okay. Merge those. Just so they're on the same belt. And then have these going into storage container. What I'm trying to say. But I do need a smart splitter, which requires the thingy, the AI limiter thingy. So let's make a couple of those because I will need 2. So now with that, we can make our smart splitter right there. And all that's going to do for us is provide overflow. So center output is going to be steel pipes. And right output, I think, is going to be our overflow. And then from there, storage container. And in. Okay. And then I need a sink. And I want that to be Mark III. That one can stay Mark I. Okay, now this side. Smart splitter. Yep. And then do the same thing over here. Where our left output is our overflow. Our right output is our steel beams. Or not right output, our center output. Oopsies. And these can just be... Yeah, those are slow. 15 per minute. That doesn't even need to be Mark II. That's fine. Grab that. Throw our storage on there, and then this guy. And there we go. We're all set up. Now all we need to do is plug everything in. Let's see. Power pole Mark II. Plug in all those guys. Power pole. Mark I is probably fine. No, I want that to go to the miners and stuff too. So now we got that done. And I can plug that in pretty much wherever. Now we need the logistics for these things. So it's not super hard. Come in there and stack that one up. And I'm just going to run these guys. Well, yeah, I'll keep that there. I was thinking I could move it close. No, I'm not going to move it close, so it'll stay there. I think that's probably the easiest way to do this. Okay, so there's one input, and then this one, since we have to get around a bunch of belts, just going to use conveyors. One there. One there. One there. And for these, we'll just run poles to them. Keep them nice and square. That one go straight in. And then... there. All done. Not too hard. Doesn't look the best, but I can always come back later and fix that. The important thing is that it's neat and tidy. So all we need to do now is hook up our coal into one of these inputs and our iron ore into another. Let's get our iron, because that's going to be the biggest pain. So logistics, not that. This. Want that there. Right there. This needs to be a Mark II, because we need 120 per minute. So production, miner, and I will just have it. Ooh. Okay, maybe I can't do that there then. We're gonna back this up just a little bit. Means that's gonna go right there and right there. Again, Mark II, because it has to be small foundation, not vertical. Out 2. Maybe out 1 is fine. Gonna go redo these again. I will live with that. Okay, Jelly Bean, you're in the way. Skedaddle. What are these? Are these pure? Normal and normal? And normal, okay. This one, I'll just come out over here. This one will come out over here. On there. One there. And then a merger. Oh, that's not centered. Okay. Everything is plugged in now, and we got our coal is mining. But is it coming in? Yes. Yes. Okay, coal's coming. We should see iron here in just a moment. Any moment. You know, like whenever you're ready. There it goes. Okay. So our iron's coming in, our coal's coming in. Coal is splitting up. Iron should be splitting up as soon as it gets here. So let's mark our steel factory off of the list. So all that's really left to do with this is wait for things to fill up. I'm going to go back to the base and see where we're standing as far as our other unlocks for this episode. We need for obstacle clearing or improved melee combat. Easy peasy. All right, so let's unlock this improved melee combat really quick. Our reinforced plates, our cables, and our wire. And hit that big ol' red button.
Milestone reached. R&D inflated your pocket dimension, added an additional hand equipment slot, and have provided an improved Xeno Zapper with increased strength and range.
Alright, so what that does for us... we come over to our equipment. We have access to the Xeno Basher, which is something I do want right away. So I need to make a second Zapper. Now, if I unequip this, not that one, this one, and make our Xeno Basher. And this is a much better weapon. Does more damage, has a little bit more range, I think. Overall, just an upgrade. Ah, right, I did forget to mention, we do need to underclock these just slightly. So these need to be requiring 40 per minute, not 45 per minute. Which means these need to be underclocked ever so slightly at 88.8, I think it was. So if you hold Control and you press C, you can just copy the settings of a machine you're looking at, and then you can paste them to any other ones you're looking at. Okay, we're back, and we're going to unlock something. I think we're gonna go with advanced steel production. I just need wires, so let's grab wires. And we need 1,500 of those. So we need our concrete, our rotors, our wires, and our steel pipes. And we can hit that big red button.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container, enhanced conveyor belt efficiency, as well as the ability to store excess power for later use. An additional project part can now be constructed. Further progress to the next phase is now possible.
Alrighty, and the last thing I want is Logistics Mark III. Alrighty, our drop pod is returning, and we have all the resources we need for the next unlock. So let's get over here. As soon as he touches down, we can plop this stuff in. So 200 steel beams, 100 pipes, and 500 concrete, and we get that big red button.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container and enhanced conveyor belt efficiency.
Our advanced steel processing gave us the Miner Mark II, which pulls resources at double the rate. So that is very helpful. Basically doubles our resources. And then we also got logistics, which gives us even better belts, twice as fast as the Mark IIs. Well, more than twice as fast. So the Mark IIs are 120, and this is 270. So 240 would be twice as fast. So it's like 2 Mark IIs and a Mark I together. And we also got stackable pipelines and the lifts. And I think that's about it. Oh, no. We also got industrial storage container, which I don't have the resources for right now, but it's 2 of these things on top of each other with 2 inputs and 2 outputs. Very handy. And then what else did we get? We also got, I don't remember if we had the fluid buffer. Oh my god, English, I swear. The fluid buffer. It's basically just a storage container for fluids. And we also got the power storage, which is a storage container for power. Basically, that's only useful if you have hiccups in your grid. Like, if your coal wasn't producing 24/7, like, steadily, then that would help kind of smooth things out. But we don't really need that, because ours is pretty steady. We haven't had any hiccups here in the top capacity line. So that's good. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. Remember to let me know, like, what kind of episodes you like in the comments. Like, if you prefer me going through everything step by step, or if you prefer I just kind of skip over the stuff that's been done before and just, like, maybe an overview afterward, like I show kind of a general idea of how things work. Or if you have any other suggestions, let me know. Hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Let me know how you like the series so far in the comments. And if you want to see more, there's always that big old subscribe button you can press, and that really helps me out. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you next time. Take care. Time to go back home. Maybe I kill this guy first. Oh. He's off on an undersea adventure. And I can't get him under there. He's too smart for me.